So we're at the big part of the service where we're going to hear the shofar, and we bring you guys up here because you guys are the most important people in our synagogue. You are the future of the Jewish people, and we don't try to convert people to Judaism. We never have. Someone can convert if they want to, but the only way we can keep Judaism and the teachings of the Torah, which are so important for the world, alive is through our children, is through you guys. So we're counting on you guys to help lead us out of this mess. Okay, but for now, let's have some fun. So in the Torah, Rosh Hashanah is not called Rosh Hashanah. It's called Yom Zichron Tru'ah. Do you guys know what Tru'ah means, or Tru'ah?
Isn't it one of the shofar blasts? The one
Yes. Here, wait, can you give me that mic, actually? Yes. Tru'ah is one of the shofar blast names, and it's the one that's broken, the one that has broken notes. So that's what that one sounds like, and it's the day of remembering the sound of the shofar. But what are we remembering? When was the very first shofar blast that was heard in the world? What do you think?
When the world was created.
Ah, you remember from last year. What were you going to say? Oh, sorry.
When everybody gathered around Mount Sinai.
Ah, I love it. They're both right. You are right. You are also right. How can they both be right? Ah, you're right also. Anyway, so the shofar was heard the very beginning when the first human was sculpted out of the earth. And God blew the breath of life into the Adam's nostrils. Let's all take a deep breath. And out came a cry. Let's do it. So the first sound of the shofar came from the first human being, and it's the sound of our own voice. And just as a shofar is a hollow tube whose sound is only brought to life when we push breath through it, so too we are hollow tubes. We bring breath into us, and the Holy One brings us to life and fills our life with purpose. And today we are to be like a living shofar. Now the second time that the shofar was heard was when everyone is gathered around the mountain at Mount Sinai. And I need some help from somebody to shake these. There you go. Because there was thunder. All right, shake it. And the sound of the shofar was very loud. Everybody. And everyone trembled at Mount Sinai when the 10 Commandments were given and the rest of the Torah. Before any words was the sound of the voice of God in the sound of the shofar. All right, that's good. You can put that down. All right. So I want to practice with you the three sounds of the shofar. I guess there's four. And we'll do our Shofarchestra. So are you guys ready? Okay. So we are like a human shofar. And so it goes in a special pattern, which you'll hear tonight, which is tekiah. And what does the tekiah sound like? Anybody? Yeah? Yeah, it's one whole, complete blast. And the idea is that the pattern starts out whole. It's like I started out whole, and then I became broken, because the next one is called shvarim, which means broken sounds. And what does shvarim sound like? Let's practice tekiah. Ready? Tekiah. All right, that's good. Now, what about shvarim? What does shvarim sound like? Yes, that's right. Shvarim is the broken one. I became broken, and it's like that. And then even more broken. I shattered into pieces, which is true. So let's do shvarim first. Ready? Shvarim. Ready? And true. Now there's 9 of them, so it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Are you ready? Let's try that again. All right. right, and finally then there's the tekiah again. So I was whole, then I became broken, and now I'm whole. I believe I could become whole and healed again with the tekiah at the end of the phrase. And then of course the great tekiah gedolah, which is meant to be the sound of the great tekiah, the great shofar that will be sounded. We will hear all across the earth when the Messiah comes, when a great time of peace comes to the world, and people are finally ready to stop fighting. So maybe that will come in our time, maybe in your time, I hope. Please God, we'll hear that sound. So let's go through. I'm going to give you each of the notes, and we'll do it once without the shofarot, and then we're going to have the real shofar blower over here. Jeremy's going to be blasting the shofar, and I'm also going to hand out the shofarot, but not for you to blow until the very end. I'll give you the signal, so please don't interrupt the shofar blasts. So first, can I get a tekiah? Shavarim. Teruah. Tekiah. And finally, tekiah gedolah. Take a deep breath. You guys are breathing. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, now I'm going to let other people, don't blow the shofar yet though, but if you would like to try a shofar, there's a few here. And then we can also maybe after the service, if you want to try another time, we can do that. We have one more over here. Okay. All right. We are ready. Please rise, everyone, for the blowing of the shofar on page 119. Oh, yeah. Prayers on 118, excuse me. No, I was right. Okay, 119. Okay. You can do it. Do you want to? Yeah. Amen. And this is a shofar from, is that an ibex? Which is a wild goat that lives in the land of Israel.
Tekiah. Shavarim teruah. Tekiah. Tekiah. Shavarim teruah. Tekiah. Tekiah. Shavarim teruah. Tekiah. Tekiah. Shavarim. Tekiah. Tekiah. Shavarim. Tekiah. Tekiah. Shavarim. Tekiah. Tekiah. Teruah. Tekiah. Tekiah. Teruah. Tekiah. Tekiah. Teruah. Tekiah gedolah.
All right, guys, you can blast now. Go ahead. Good job, good job. That was beautiful. That thing is amazing. It's like a trumpet.
Yeah.
Incredible. Well, thank you all for coming up here, guys, and may you continue to hear the voice of your soul, the sound of your inner shofar, and may we and our community and the whole world be called to action to heal the world. Amen.
And as